Hey there, chart friends. Lamont here from Chart Guys, checking in on the electric vehicle sector and what is it, the battery? The battery name. Sorry, I've been gone for a bit. A bunch of scheduling conflicts during the holiday season, but I'm back now. And yeah, hopefully we will be as consistent as we have been prior to this little siesta. Longer than siesta. You know what I'm talking about. All right, so let's start with the macro time frame, just because it's been a little bit. So just a quick reminder that our big dog Tesla on the monthly chart really hasn't pulled back for any kind of meaningful consolidation since this low way back here at $70 now. Following the split. So just keep that in mind. This is so far away, right? There's just very little volume relative traded up here on this big old run. Of course, there's more dollar volume, or the dollar volume is likely substantial given the constant buying pressure up here, but just be mindful that we've not really built much support on the monthly time frame on the way up. Okay, even the ADMA is rather far. So checking on the weekly is very similar. We haven't had a higher low since we left this sideways consolidation, right? So since 379.11 we haven't had a weekly higher low either, and we are testing this channel, right? This channel has done a good job. I'm gonna kill some of this stuff. All right, this channel had, whoops. All right. This channel has done a good job of containing the price action structure for this leg up. This is a weekly chart, by the way. So if you look at it on the daily, there are, I'm not sure why the pivots aren't perfect there, but there are a lot of good hits on the channel to affirm it, right? We have these median line holds here, median line hold here, the edge to edge, right to median line, right? Whenever you get this edge test, a channel edge test, and it runs right to median line, it always is a pretty good indication that the channel is valid. Okay, so all of this activity looks pretty good to me, has contained the price structure relatively well. And so now we're grinding the standard deviation band, and you can see that when we cannot get over this band, right, that typically what happens is we fail and we come and test the median line. Okay, so I don't think that's terribly out of the question. If we were to come down, and obviously there's supports down here that we have to take out first, but if we were to come down here and test this area, this last previous area of high volume, I wouldn't be surprised at all. I would love to be taking fills, ideally within oversold conditions. Sorry, I just need to fix that because of my neuroses. Okay. If it were to get down here, test the median line, and come into this zone of interest where all of these previous tops got put in, and then of course this highest close for this consolidation area, and this last little bit of resistance, if we were to come down here in, like, say 4-hour daily oversold conditions, that would be pretty much ideal for looking for that weekly higher low. Okay, so just a little trade I took with Jungle Phone. See, so really just sideways day today. Bulls will take it, because the market had a down day today, or yeah, I mean, it wasn't a terribly bearish day, but the market had a down day today, and so for Tesla to be just kind of hanging out there is not a bad look, but it definitely does, it is starting to look like kind of a rounded top, kind of a wedgie look to it, right? Because these higher highs just really aren't seeing that much follow through, although we are still we are still holding daily higher low support. Okay, but now it's kind of flattening out, right, sideways. So peeping the hourly trend, has confirmed bearish, and let's see, even with extended hours on, it's confirmed. Well, actually, that should obviously. So it's confirmed bearish, and that being said, so far the bear breaks have not had that much follow through, right? So we have this this series here, and I'm just gonna use this just because in extended hours, I'm sure it's another. Although very loose drawing, well, whatever. The idea is that the bear breaks of these supports so far have not gotten that much follow through, and now today we have set technically an hourly higher low here at 657.56 without extended hours on. I tend to swing trade more, so I don't often have extended hours on. Anyway, so yeah, we are on the verge here of changing the hourly trend, right? The bulls can show up tomorrow, defend this low of 660.75, and then break to highs over 666.37. Technically, they change the hourly trend, and we will be looking for this daily higher low to be set there, and then up at resistance of 681.40. All right, so key supports for tomorrow will be 660.75 and then 657.56, and of course low day. All right, and I really wouldn't be surprised by some bear activity here. I'm test this low. That being said, if the market sees bounce tomorrow, then by all means we can come up and test this resistance of 695. So potential daily higher low on watch if the hourly trend remains bearish, and then if the daily trend goes bearish as well. So if the bears can defend this high of 681.40, break to a lower low under 614.23, then we'll be looking for that weekly higher low with anything over 379.11 being one. All right. All right, so NIO, let's check the macro charts before we do anything else. So the monthly time frame also has had no consolidation, no monthly higher low since 211. Jeez. So that is just a cool 2,000% away. We've yet to have any consolidation there, and I wonder, whenever I see a clean pivot like that, I just wonder what the projections are at. So finding some pause here at the it's double the measured move. Okay, so 200% of this leg is right now where we're kind of stalling. So just something interesting. All right, so the weekly time frame, it's potentially a flag. This is very healthy consolidation so far. If the weekly support here of 38.43 breaks, so if we get a price action development like this, and just no follow through whatsoever, bounce, no follow through whatsoever, then this is potentially going to shape up to be a flag. All right, and so that's why I have this trade set up here for the potential of that flag to form. Although it's a bit of a red flag that this daily channel is lost. So for last week, one of the last videos I left off with was looking for this potential short on NIO into these price action levels off of this channel support, now potentially acting as resistance, which played out fairly well. It was a little hairy because you were in it for 1, 2, 3 days before you see this actually play out. Did this hit target perfectly? I must have adjusted this. I think I came just shy of the target, though I did close much of it near the low of the day. I'm not trying to brag. Never mind. It was something similar to this setup, and I closed it out just because the dump was rather extreme, right? We had gotten to 17 RSI without extended hours on, so I think with it on, it was even lower. Yes, it got even lower, right? So, anyway. All right, so what are we looking out for here? We're looking for a daily higher low with anything over 39.51 to being one, and so we just want to zoom into the hourly time frame here and see what was the deal with that. And we did change the hourly trend. This is not that much of an hourly higher low. It's not terribly I'm not terribly confident in it, but with extended hours on, it looks a little better, and it is technically a higher low, but ideally tomorrow the bulls will pull back for a more substantial amount of hourly consolidation, hold a higher low, anything over I would say 42.23 being the most meaningful level, as long as they can hold a higher low over 42.23 and break to higher highs over 46.28. We'll call that a daily trend change. I mean, an hourly trend change, and I have us pretty confident this daily higher low is set here at 42.23. Obviously, it's a pretty good start for these bulls. That being said, I still prefer it. I'd rather have it down here. I'm not saying it can get down here, right? I never know where it's gonna go. I just know where I would go hard, right? Where I would go heavy or whatever you want to call it. All right, so that's what we're looking. That's what bulls are looking out for tomorrow. Just set hourly higher low, break to higher highs. Now bears, on the other hand, what are bears looking out for? Bears are really not pleased with this high volume bull day. Honestly, you can be top fishing still off this 49.84 level. It's fine, but just be a bit cautious. And I actually drew a new channel today, I believe, to contain this consolidation structure here, right? So we'll monitor this, right, as a potential flag structure, right? This channel that has now taken price out of this previous channel and now into this new one. We'll just be monitoring this for structure because if it's very contained like this, if price can have very contained consolidation, then it will continue to affirm this flag thesis for NIO. All right, WKHS. All right, so looking like all those EQ plays shook out fairly well, but if you didn't take profit on that, then this is a bit of a fake out, right? You got that gap fill and then kind of just dump back into this support zone here. So we're just watching this range though. Really, that's it, man. Like, let's see, we'll mark off an upper range, I guess. Why not? So maybe this highest close right here, and then this highest close right here is like a potential like max resistance, so to speak. Okay, and so we're just kind of, so long as we're range bound, we can just keep playing these ranges. But because these are daily pivots that we're looking out for, ideally we'll be making these plays in hourly oversold conditions. So let's just check out to see if our hourly was oversold. Just barely was flirting with oversold. So this is a situation where, I would probably be looking to play something like this. It didn't get terribly deep enough for me, honestly. But if it were to get a little bit lower tomorrow, then maybe we can make a play off this in hourly oversold conditions, looking for a daily pivot for this this resistance, I guess this median line of this sideways channel, this rectangle, to potentially hold again, just like it's held in the past, right? So if we can get hourly oversold into these levels, then not a bad place to be looking for a daily pivot. Just realize that we are range bound, and so it's not terrible. It wouldn't be terribly surprising to come down and test this level as well. But there's a lot of volume down here, so I wouldn't be surprised if we just chopped up and filled up this volume structure here to get more of a standard distribution, kind of like this. All right, you see how this volume down here is more of a bell. Okay. See how it's like just kind of really heavy towards the downside. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, wouldn't be surprised by this level holding, but just remember you want that hourly extension at your back. Right now the hourly trend is obviously bearish considering this those daily charts. However, the bulls did hold an hourly double bottom here today, and if they can see some more bounce follow through on the hourly chart tomorrow, pull back, set an hourly higher low over 2045 and break to higher highs, then that could be a daily pivot, and then they'll be looking up at resistance of 2454. XPEV. All right, so XPEV, we are looking for that weekly higher low. A lot of space. It's a lot of air down here, so it's trickier to make plays. But well, the good thing is that there has been declining bear volume on the way down. So that's, obviously if we were seeing increasing bear volume on the way down, that would be problematic. But we are not right now. There's the potential of a wedge to be shaping up here. Let's see. Yeah, potentially a wedge shaping up here. Whoops. All right, so let me kill some of this stuff. A lot of drawings. That's not bad. 3 hits on the bottom, couple of hits on the top. I like it. I wonder if we zoom in for a bit more. Come on. Must have done that for RSI or something. Let's see. One. Oops. Bear with me here. One moment. All right, so let's check it out. That looks pretty good to me. Looks pretty good to me. So yeah, potential for this big old hourly falling wedge to, I should share this, a big old hourly falling wedge to break bullish, right? And then have us looking to, have the bulls looking to set that potential weekly higher low. So if that's going to happen, then the first things first, we need to see this hourly trend change, which you could say that happened. We had this bear break with very minimal follow through into a pop and then a little bull flag kind of deal into continuation. You could call this a higher low and higher high. So we'll be just eyes on this potential wedge breaking bullish, and then if that does happen, then ideally the bulls will make enough space for a daily higher low and then threaten a trend change to set that weekly higher low. But even if we break bullish from here, we'll just be looking up at this resistance of 48.79 for our potential daily lower high as the most likely situation. And there's a bunch of tops put in here as well. All right, so daily lower high, hourly wedge watch for a potential daily bounce to look for that daily lower high under 48.79. And then finally plug, get out of here. Did I set this up last week? I don't know why this is here, I forget. Oh no, I should have taken profit on this though. Busy day, playing catch up all day. All right. So let's see here. What are we looking out for plug? We're looking for that daily higher low on plug. We got that gap fill that occurred yesterday, and we didn't quite get to backtest this previous highs close yet. This resistance line, this potential wedge resistance line acted really well today. This is a great reason for leaving up those charts. I mean, leaving up those drawings on your charts. So let me kill that fib retracement tool. I don't care so much about that right now. So the reason why I had that zone marked off, I don't remember if I had shared it previously, but the reason why I had it marked off was because there is a confluence zone. We have this trend line resistance now offering potential support. We have this median line, the 21 EMA, and I know that over here, it was this previous highest close, right? So if I were to bring that back, you'll see that that zone of interest covers all of that. It covers all these levels that I'm interested in, plus a little stop hunt. And then my stop loss would be a bit further away, right? Because there might be some slippage there, a little liquidity break, and then that's when I was looking for price to potentially snap back up. Now this could be it. Not terribly sure yet. I have to check the hourly time frame. This is just not enough bounce yet to be confident that the daily higher low has been set. So if the bulls are able to show up tomorrow, defend this low of 30.84, break the higher highs over 32.65, they'll change that hourly trend, and then that'll be pretty. That'll have the bulls pretty confident that the daily higher low has been set, and then we'll just be looking up at this resistance here of 37.51. If they're able to hold the median line as support, that's a fairly bullish look, right? So it's similar to over here, right? We tested the more like here. Well, that was a failure, so it's more like here, right? We came up to test the bend, came short of it, honestly. No successful attempts back here. I guess you could call it here rejection, and then held the median line. So that's the most bullish situation, the most bullish scenario, I should say, would be for this median line to hold, and then we just channel up like that. But no sign of real meaningful buyers just quite yet, even though that was a decent size bounce, which I should really look to lighten up here in after hours. So yeah, hourly higher low, potential hourly trend change on watch tomorrow, although ideally they'll make a bit more space before attempting that higher low. Okay, and a potential daily lower high under 37.51 will be on watch tomorrow, especially if we see another big red day down. All right, that about covers it, I believe. Yes, sir. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you all soon.